tough, or how's it feel? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here in the UFC. It's really exciting to be a part of it, but I don't really consider myself like in the UFC until I get my first win, so Saturday's a big day for me.
What's the build-up been like for you? I mean, you've dealt with a lot of media attention before, but I mean, this is a dream that didn't even seem possible like a year ago, and now it is. So what's the build-up been like for you?
I'm trying to just keep it level. You know, I don't want to get anything too much in my head. I just want to be relaxed. I want to have fun with it. It's very similar to the way strike forces run since Zuko bought it out. So the process is all the same. You know, I actually think I had to do more media when I fought Ronda. So even so, you know, I'm used to it. It's definitely not my first rodeo, so I feel right at home.
A lot on the line here, obviously. I mean, a UFC win would be huge. A rematch with Ronda would be huge. I'm sure an opportunity to coach would be huge. I mean, how do you rank those things? Are they all of equal importance, or is there one aspect that really means more than all?
Even the champion means more than anything. More than a rematch. More than anything. Because that's something that when I'm 80 years old someday and I have kids and grandkids, I can look back and say, look, this is what I did. This is my accomplishment. So that's my ultimate goal.
Do you feel, as being the second women's fight in the UFC, that there's a lot of pressure being put on you to really be impressive in this fight?
There is, but I can't accept that kind of pressure because it would just be too much. I realize there's going to be a lot of eyes on me, but I really feel like if I just go out there and fight my hardest, that it'll be an impressive performance and an impressive win.
What do you think about Cat and her wrestling pedigree, what she brings into the cage? I mean, she's undefeated as of right now, so what kind of, I guess, issues does she present for you, and what are you ready to attack?
I think she's a very strong, athletic girl, but technically, I don't think she's the most technically sound fighter there is. She's a pretty forward-style fighter. She gets a little overzealous in some positions, and I think that my experience is going to capitalize in the fight. When she makes some mistakes, I'll be able to recognize them.
Who did you decide to have in your corner, and what are your training plans long term? I know you switched camps here for this one.
Yeah, I kind of bounced around a little bit and picked up a little bit of everything further. I started at Cat MMA, then I went to Benson Henderson's lab for a few weeks, and then I came out here about a week ago just to get acclimated. The air's a little bit different, altitude's a little bit higher. And I trained at Drysdale's Syndicate, and in my corner I'm going to have Ryan Caraway, I'm going to have JJ Mix, and I'm going to have Rick Little.
When I last spoke to you, actually, you said that you were going to take a year off. It was right around the time of the Cat Z fight, and you were in Brazil at that time. Were you in Brazil to actually work on any aspects of your fight game, and what happened to taking that year off? Did you just get the call from the UFC and decided to call it a short visit?
Right, well the year off was the rough estimate of how long I thought I would probably want to take to kind of really get that fire back. And it turned out it didn't take much but a UFC call.
Right.
So, you know, when I got that call and that opportunity, it was like, boom, a match lit right inside me, and I was like, all right, the fire's back. And it's a huge opportunity. It's what I've been waiting for. And, you know, I'm so excited to be here today. I want to make the most of this opportunity. And as far as being in Brazil, I've always wanted to go to Brazil. It's kind of like, who doesn't, you know? So I was down there actually for Sam's fight, Sam Sicilian. He fought down there in Brazil, and my boyfriend cornered him, and we just decided to extend our stay and make the most of it, learn a little bit about the traditional Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and great experience.
It was just a year ago, I guess, that you were still really lobbying for this and being really outspoken about, you know, women getting into the UFC. Looking back at that, I mean, is it surreal that it was just a year ago? And was there a moment where you felt like what you were saying really started to get through?
Yeah, it is surreal. I can definitely admit to that. I didn't expect it to come so soon, but I did believe in women's MMA, and I believed that someday it would be here in the UFC. I thought it was probably still another year out from now, but things move really quickly, and I think we're ready for it. And I think that everyone's going to be really surprised with the turnout. I think we're going to have a lot of women coming and trying out for tonight.
You're probably sick of hearing about this and seeing this, but Dana says, I mean, the turning point was when you fought Ronda, and he saw that, and that really opened his eyes. Now when you look back on that fight, I mean, does it still just make you cringe when you have to see it every time, or is there a little bit of pride there that even though you lost, I mean, that was such a, I guess on a bigger scale, it's such a big thing?
Yeah, I was proud of myself, you know, in a really odd sense of the word, I suppose, for knowing that I'm not, you know, I literally hold out to the bitter end. And, you know, I'm not one to go in there and break down mentally, you know what I mean? I've trialed and persevered through a lot of adversity in my fights, so I know that I'm strong in that aspect, and even though I lost, it's kind of bittersweet. I don't think necessarily, you know, that was the fight for me to win. I think this is the fight for me to win, and I think the fact that I lost to Ronda the first time leads to a bigger fight now and a bigger opportunity, so I think everything happens for a reason. When another closes, another opens.
What did you make of Ronda's comments that she'd prefer to coach against you if she could pick one or the other, and she's kind of rooting for you now? What did you make about that?
That made me like her a little bit more. A little bit more.
Just a little, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we have one more thing we can get. I think that's Kelly's too now. No, but yeah, I mean, she knows. She knows that we have a good rivalry, and I think it will make good for good TV. I think everyone would love to see that, and I think it's perfect. Her and I, it's like coaches against each other, or teams against each other, and then a rematch. It's just, it sounds like.
Does it bother you that you're potentially coaching future opponents?
Not at all, actually. No, I really was thinking about that. I think I would learn more about those girls coming into the division than they would learn about me. You know what I mean? I may coach and help them, but I'll be able to see how well they pick things up, what they're coming to bring the table with. You know what I mean? I'm training every single day. So it really boils down to that. Want to look at it that aspect. I really think that it would benefit me more than that.
You've been plugging away, just trying to get the UFC, moving to the UFC for longer than anybody really. You've been at the top level for so long. Does it bother you how much credit Ronda gets for that when the UFC's coming in? You've been doing it for a while.
No, Ronda put in her work, and she just was able to get there very quickly, and I can't blame her for that. Obviously, if I was in her shoes, I'd probably do the same thing. But it's irritating at myself because I wish that I could have done more. But the only way to fix that is to put one foot in front of the other and to keep going. And I can't hate on Ronda for her success. I just have to want to get there too. So.
Good.